In Adelaide, the motor car is king, so most people want the one seat advantage of driving their car. The problem is, where do you park the car when you arrive at your destination? This is the western side of Adelaide. This is the square mile of Adelaide, West Terrace. Anzac Highway takes you in a south westerly direction to Glenelg and the southern suburbs, and this is the north-south road. At this point, the north-south road is still at ground level with a single level, but highly congested. There's a possibility that this might be a tunnel, or it might be a multi-level road, but no decision's been made. We can see here the red lines are the railway lines, and this line here is the Glenelg tram line, which used to be a railway line in earlier times. And the Glenelg railway line, Glenelg street tram, was extended around here to Hindmarsh. We can see that in this position there's a major structure, the historic cemetery, which can create a congestion point here on the western side of the city for people wanting to go to the southern suburbs along the Anzac Highway, and similarly if they want to go to the southern suburbs via Goodwood Road. If we go down to another congestion point, and this is the Keswick Bridge. We can see Greenhill Road. This is Greenhill Road here in blue, the inner ring route, Anzac Highway, and Richmond Road. At this point there are 4 tracks, 2 here and 2 there, which are the Adelaide Metro broad gauge track, and then here there's a single track of standard gauge which carries all of the freight between Melbourne and Perth via Adelaide. And just here is the Adelaide Parklands railway station for the passenger trains, and this is a passing loop where freight trains can wait for their turn to go along this single track towards the Adelaide Hills. If we go down to street level, we can see some of the reason why this becomes a congestion point. So we can see we've got 4 lanes of traffic here, and when we go back to high level again, we'll see that there are, on Anzac Highway itself, multiple lanes of vehicles wanting to go into the city and out. So this becomes a major congestion point. Buses using this route are going to be very slow because they have to compete with the motor cars on the road. One solution would be to shift the buses onto their own private road. The only problem is how to negotiate this major blockage due to the railway lines. There's only a point over here where there's a bridge over the railway line, and here where the road goes underneath the railway line. It turns out that there actually is a corridor which uses some old railway lines which are no longer in use to get from Keswick. The Keswick Army Barracks at the moment is a historic site, but it's not an active army site. And there are various proposals that this should be turned into affordable housing. Those proposals haven't gone ahead. At this point there is a road, Eaton Road, and some car parks on properties here, which gets you then to another road, which then takes you in the back of the large railway building there to this black line. Is an historic railway line when this whole area was part of the Keswick rail yard, or the Mile End rail yard. At this point, just here is a bus station which is used for buses to wait their turn during the rush hour period. So this is actually currently a bus station, and this black line is an historic railway line, and this used to be a roundhouse for the railways back in an earlier time, and that is the major netball stadium. And then on the other side of the road, which is also old rubber land, is the Marjorie Jackson Sports Ground. It's proposed that if the historic rubber line right-of-ways were used, you could have a busway so that buses on the Sir Donald Bradman Road could get into the busway, and then coming around on the western side of the athletics field, they could cross over or under the rail track at this narrow point, and then come to Glover Avenue. Glover Avenue used to be the major route where tram lines used to cross over the railway lines, but in recent times the tram tracks were removed and the road was taken underneath the train tracks, so that what could happen at this point is a bridge for the buses could be built here, so the buses could be on their own busway, their own bridge. You can see in fact the double bridge. This is the road bridge and the rail bridge. There'd be a go round, and the buses could then get onto Glover Avenue and get into the city in Curry Street. And if you look at Curry Street at ground level, we can see that there already is the nature of a busway in terms of bus lanes which run 7 in the morning till 7 at night, taking them through to Grenfell Street. Now, Grenfell Street at the moment is the major bus station for Adelaide, so that it's proposed that if that's going to remain, that a busway on the western side of the city could link in with Anzac Highway. And the other possibility too is that if the north-south road is become a tunnel at London Road, you could actually join the buses running on South Road through this tunnel, could then get into the busway and avoid all the congestion on Anzac Highway. So this is a proposal for a western busway which could also link around into the northwestern busway, proposal for the new Women's and Children's Hospital site here and the RA site, the Western Busway.